listening and watching Daikaiju Network, a healthy obsession with kaiju. I am your co-host, Kent. With me is your other co-host, Jason.
Jason, how's it going, everyone?
All right, so we are back with our continuing coverage of Spectreman, and again, like we've done the last few weeks, we're going to do a live commentary and brief discussion of the 3 episodes we are covering in this podcast, which we are doing episodes 43 through 45 of Spectreman. Mm-hmm. So before we dive into that, Jason, little housekeeping.
Yeah, so if you see a subscribe button down below or above wherever you're watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as smash the like button. And if you have any comments regarding to this episode, make sure to have them put those comments down below. And you can find everything Daikaiju Network all in one place at our Linktree URL for right on your screen there /Daikaiju Network. And we're available on the following platforms such as YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and as well as X, formerly known as Twitter. And we're available on the following audio platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, and as well as Podbean. And you can find both video and audio versions of our episodes on our own website right there at DaikaijuNetwork.com.
All right, and I just want to remind everybody that if you get into chat with us today or at any other time, live stream sometimes will send an automatic response saying to keep your post short or something to that effect. That is... it acts like a jerk, and I don't know why, but there's nothing we can do about it. We can't change settings or whatever or disable that. So if you chat with us live and you get an auto response that says something to that effect, ignore it. It's some type of software moderator that we can't do anything.
It's a mod bot.
Yeah, so just give it the finger and proceed as you had planned. So we're starting off with episode 43 of Spectreman, and on my end it's titled Appearance of Monster Cabagon. It's a continuation of the episode 42 that we ended off on last time with, like I asked Jason, I think the goofy alien that we see here is Solar Face, I think, if I remember correctly from last time, which I thought was cool. And for whatever reason, this is going to sound really strange. Every time I look at that alien, I think of the actor Roddy McDowall. And I don't know why, but I do.
I don't know what you're smoking there, but I think if I remember the last time, last week, I think this Cabagon, wasn't that the sort of like the other monster that had 2 different heads of different species, where this time has the hippo head, and then maybe like some kind of head right around the stomach area.
Yeah, because I'm getting off of one of the preview clips here. It briefly shows it. Yeah, like it just briefly shows it before it recycles the clip, where I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, unless there's anything you want to add, we can proceed.
Not on my end. Right now, I'm just right at the 0 mark with the Richard L. Rosenfeld snapshot there.
All right. So again, I will continue to do this until we either die or no longer do this podcast anymore. But if you have not joined us before for a commentary, what I do is I count down from 3. I go 3, 2, 1, go. And when I say go, you either hit play or select or whatever it is on the device that you're using to start the show that we're watching. All right. So you ready?
Yes.
Take your time.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well, I'm not.
Well, then fine then. I'm just going to end the stream right now.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Then put up the screen so you want to see our ugly faces for a half hour.
That's a better face to look at.
Yeah, Dr. Corey. That's the kind of face you want to see.
By the way, and I think we discussed this when we first started the series, but I think it still bears asking why the hand gesture for Joji as he transforms into Spectreman. I mean, couldn't they have done a different hand gesture or sequence of movements for him to turn to Spectreman other than the hand raised gesture?
I I don't know. Probably someone was just not too creative. That would be
Yeah,
my answer to that.
it's someone who cannot read the room.
Yeah.
By the way, Thunder Gay.
There you go.
Like I said last time, that's gotta be our new mascot.
And like I said, we probably just name our little kaiju mascot.
Yak, yak, yak. You've deviated from this storyline a while ago.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot these kids were.
Yeah, because yeah, there we go. I was gonna say something similar, but they did it for me.
Oh, Sun Mask.
Sun
Solar
Mask,
Face.
yeah.
I had a feeling that there was like Mask was involved in the name, but it just seemed like it wasn't the case.
I was somewhat close. Solar and sun are like more or less the same thing, just different words, and mask and face are similar.
Yeah.
So I was close. Oh, that's right. This goofy dude.
Yeah, the hippo thing.
Well, I had forgotten like how ridiculous it is. It's only been a week. Feels like 3 days though.
Joji, you're outside. You made it. Couldn't you do that yourself?
Yeah, make yourself useful, Overlord.
You scoundrel, you, Spectreman!
That head is so big, like it could chomp Spectreman in half.
Like the top of the head kind of looks like Frankenstein in a way.
A little bit, yeah. I like I said last time, it reminds me of a Kappa.
You know, I was just thinking the same thing too. Probably a little bit of inspiration for that.
Yeah, yokai of sort.
What the heck?
What the? Oh my god! He about killed children. Did he know that?
He probably did. Because they were
I
just
hate
like
children.
right out in the open.
That's probably what I hate children. Holy crap.
What the heck is it doing?
The way they made this suit of this Cabagon, it's so clumsy.
Yeah.
Wow, that was fast. because in the month of October, every year I watch Universal Monster movies, I am now looking at the sun mask like the Invisible Man of the 1931 original movie.
Well, didn't you see what you did? Don't act so surprised about it. They stabbed you in your eye? Is that what you said?
Where's the gal that has the siren on her head?
She was the one right there, but she doesn't have her helmet on. Anger was within you. Boy, that was quite the effort.
Sounds like he's a little constipated.
Kind of does.
Saw him by the reservoir. I love the voice actor for Sun Mask.
It's kind of the usual villain type of voice that you would hear back in the 70s or so.
Hi, come here. Hi. Yeah. I thought that door was shut, but you managed to open it. Hi, come here. Come here. Oh, now you want to watch too, huh? What is that? Hershey's sitting down, looking at the TV.
I suppose.
There's some crack here. Hey, kids, there's some crack. Want to try?
Yeah. A little too rough.
Oh gosh, I haven't seen those in a while. I need to. Quick, see if you know what movie is that from?
TMNT 2.
That's right. Hold on here. I gotta close the door. I thought this door was closed all the way.
Sure, it's just now your imagination.
So this pollution squad, or I swear they were called like the Green Team or something like that, for a while to start this.
Yeah.
What?
The G Team?
Yeah. Like, not only did they change their name, but like I've said before, they are active monster hunters. Like, it's so strange because there was no transition. It's all of a sudden one episode they decided this is what we're going to do now.
Like it literally happened halfway through.
I know. I mean, on some level, I can understand why they did that in terms of the writing, but it makes no sense.
Yeah. But when it comes to this series, after more than half of us halfway through it, like the writing is just sort of all over the place. It's a rebellion.
The rebels against the Empire in children form. You got a pizza cutter. Oh no! Everything's about helmets in this series.
Hey, I just realized something. It's Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
Hey, oh my gosh, it is. The color of the shirts.
I bet you anything it's Dr. Gory.
You know what? You're probably right.
Oh, I was close. It's Chorus.
How disappointing. I was hoping we'd get like a brand spanking new villain for a bit. I'm tired of numbnuts here.
Tired of cars caving in people's heads in.
Yeah, I was hoping for maybe a cool new villain for a bit. Instead, we get this incompetent boob again.
I thought at first it would have been Dr. Gory with how sort of thin and tall he was.
Technically, it should have been, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go by the body structure, yes, it should have been.
Yeah.
But then again, Dr. Gory loves his pretty face and hair so much he doesn't want to get it all messed up. So
Yeah.
that's beneath him.
By the way, this car's mask looks a little bit different now.
You read my mind because I was going to say something similar.
I wonder how many masks in total that they have of Chorus.
I think so far we've seen, 3 different ones? 3, maybe no more than 4.
I haven't really counted, but it seems like with Dr. Gory, they usually have the same mask for him.
Yeah, I thought though maybe like the last time we did the podcast, they may have tweaked it a little bit because at one point he was talking and the mouth actually moved a little bit better. So maybe they did some tweaks. I'm not sure. Oh my God, he fried them. You're all burned out. I fried them. Oh, well, and get some new kids. Jeez. We got Spectreman attacking the kids. Now, Karis is like on the verge of killing them. Wow, this episode is about child murder. Wow. You notice how they're more or less anymore the only ones trying to fight Gory and the monsters, and the self-defense force is not around anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with the self-defense force? That's pretty bad.
I'm guessing they're like, we're not going to deal with this shit anymore.
Like you?
Sure. One of those disco balls above?
No, it looks like 2 mixing bowls glued together. It looks like it's dirty. I've noticed over the many years of watching tokusatsu shows and kaiju movies, they love destroying dams.
Probably just for that chaotic effect.
Yeah, they probably are like, look, we built this pretty big practical effect and put however many gallons of water behind it. Like, to them, it's probably an impressive looking thing.
Probably like the only thing out in the rural area where it can be like kind of that chaotic scenario whereas in cities and stuff, all you have is just all those buildings.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I stepped in poo. He just takes a big chunk of the mountain off.
He seems to have no problems doing that, but then he's had problems doing simpler things in the past.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well, explain to me physics in this show.
Yeah. Well, I can't because I didn't take physics.
Exactly.
And even if I tried, it wouldn't matter because these shows just, they're like physics, and then they lift up their middle finger.
Still gotta look for that breeder. The heck is going on?
Oh, you petty SOB. He taunted me. Now I need to kill him.
Mommy, he be mean to me.
What a petty, small-minded prick. That'd be funny if, like, before they went into combat mode, they each took a line and got themselves going. Like, now we're ready to fight.
Oh, God. Now there's Dr. Corey. I have done it. Yes.
I think his voice changed a little bit there.
Is his stomach eating his foot now?
It's like he's got it in his groin.
By George, he's got it. How would you know?
Yes, it does.
It doesn't have anything to do with pollution.
By the way, they never took care of, like, the whole moment he tried murdering those kids. Never addressed it.
Just like the show, they never address anything, including
Yeah, I should know better. I should have known better.
And now that's another different mask.
That's even worse. Where'd you get it, Spirit Halloween?
What?
Why doesn't he just turn into Spectreman? Like, it would. Okay. No, it was bad effects. You idiot! Why didn't you turn into Spectreman? You would have had a.
Just because.
Another numbnuts.
You've tried it 43 different times so far. You
failed every time. I mean, what does that make you at this point? It also makes you a numbnut.
Now you care about greed and all that stuff. What about pollution?
I mean, he sort of touched on it, but the crack made him freeze again.
The gal was the only one that didn't have her helmet on.
Rightfully so.
I guess she was too embarrassed. Well, that's it of episode 43 there.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jason.
It was, kind of in the back of my mind, I had a feeling or inkling that we were going to see Goring, Karas, and Sure shooting. When it came to that way with the whole, was it the 3-parter episode just recently where you had the Sphinx and all that, and you had like all these, people from Egypt and all that, but turned out to be Goring, Karas. So whenever you see, different kinds of people like the solar mask or sun mask dude, so I would say just from here on out, just expect to see Gory or Karas in disguise at this point. So, yeah, some pretty interesting writing and acting in this sort of thing. The battles were pretty decent. The effects in here were, they were
questionable.
They were a bit questionable, yeah. But as far as the damn practical effect, I mean, that was
the damn practical effects. Working upon some damn bait.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of your usual practical type of effect that you'll see for miniatures and all that stuff. So it's fine in that regard. But how about Spectreman just using his Spectre saw I forget the name, or Spectre Disc, throwing them at the three kids there.
This show.
Yeah, but otherwise, it's it's your usual Spectreman episode in that regard. So I would give episode 43. I'd probably give it a C.
I find it a little dull, the episode. I mean, it was interesting seeing children looking to be murdered a couple times over the course of this episode. You got, like you were saying, Spectreman throwing his one disc, and then you got Karis frying their brains a couple times. The Cabagon is fine, but the suit is pretty bulky and sort of poorly constructed for the suit actor. I wasn't, to me, I am a little bit more down on the fights than you probably are. I just didn't find it to be all that entertaining. It was an episode that provided some unintentional giggles.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I have to say, this was kind of dull again. I just wasn't invested too much in it. I mean, Sun Mask was kind of interesting until he wasn't. Mm-hmm. like you said, I think we should have known better, because this has already happened a couple times throughout the series, and we called it before when it's happened, but for whatever reason this time we didn't do it until it was about to happen. Mm-hmm. So that was disappointing, because like I said, it would have been nice just to have, like what Johnny Sacco did, where you had Fangar and Dr. Botnus, and I think like one or two other characters that momentarily were villains. I was hoping we were going to get something along those lines, but we didn't. And I got to give it like a C minus. I just, it was dull, but the unintentional laughs prop it up just a little bit. Otherwise, it is what it is. It's a subpar Spectreman episode in my mind. So with that, let's head on to episode 44. On my end, it's titled Alien Qdora Cosmic Plunderer.
Yeah, and was it with this guy that I'm going with compared to the other one? He also has both episodes 44 and 45 combined as one video on YouTube here. So,
well, you know what? He probably did that because, like we've been saying, typically 2 episodes equals 1 storyline. So he probably did that, saying, hey, look, you're getting the whole storyline of this one here. So.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that like there's some sort of break to know when you go from one episode to the next episode.
Do you want to quickly scan it before we start? Like move your cursor along the thing and see? Why don't you do that before we get started?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see here. Come on. Okay.
While you're doing that, actually, I'm going to take a quick restroom break. You can entertain the people here for a moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to see here. I'm looking at it, but I'm just not seeing what the heck is happening here. Let me mute this here. Okay. Okay, now I can see the. Okay, so I know the breaking point, but for the next one, it just goes right in to the episode here without any introduction or the credits or what have you. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to let Kit know whenever he gets back on that front. So, so with that, I don't know what else I can do. Oh, he's back. So I can just let him know.
So does it have a break on it?
Well, I do know the end part because it has the commentator, saying,
Okay.
"Oh, is everyone finished, or are they dead, or what have you?"
Is
But
everybody dead? Check out the next Spectreman.
the one thing that for episode 45 is that it doesn't have like the intro or anything. It just goes straight into the episode with Joji kind of right next to this tree and all that stuff, or in the forest.
Okay. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
By the way, again, remind me about. Actually, I might as well just say it now. This is kind of weird, but in terms of how we're doing some of this in the middle of our episode, there will not be a podcast this next week. I've got family coming in, and because of just scheduling on both our sides, we're just not going to be able to fit in an episode. But we will be back the following week, continuing with Spectreman. So there will be a weekend off. That's good news for all of you.
For now, at least.
You're just on a roll today with the comedy because is everybody dead? Check out the next Spectreman and then the stuff you sent me earlier. Like, all right, we ready?
Yeah. Well, with this one, there's no intro for this one. It just shows the moon and everything.
You want me to just do the opening credits and then let you know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, here I am. I'm hitting go. So, we got the Third Reich salute
Yeah, just
here.
let me know when you see the blood moon.
Yeah. Oh, you're not going to be able to see Thundergate now.
Well, I've seen Thundergate too many times, so.
Yeah, but one too many times is not enough times.
Like, I've seen it 43 times.
Again, that's not. You know what? I don't think so because I don't think they threw Thundergate in the opening credits until a little while after.
Yep.
Now they get that version of you with that face.
Speaking of which, I'm going to hide our ugly faces here.
Okay, we're getting close here. I'll say go when I see it.
Okay.
Thundergate. Go. Oh, wait a minute. No. It's the prologue.
I keep
thing
forgetting.
again. Oh my gosh, they're showing it, but they're not saying anything about it. It's just a weird silent thing.
Wow.
This is weird. Okay, getting close here, like the next second or two. There.
There we go.
Wait a minute. I have no sound with this episode.
You don't?
No, I don't.
What'd you do?
I didn't touch anything.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the DVD.
Oh, no. I didn't touch anything. What the hell? So this person gave me a DVD where one of the episodes doesn't have sound. What the hell?
Should we just sort of pause here?
Yeah, stop it for a second. I'm going to move forward here on the disc, see what...
If it's that way, then you may have to watch it on the...
I may have to.
On the... YouTube.
Okay, so... Okay, yeah, but the next episode works fine. Oh, fucking hell.
That's one thing with those kinds of DVDs.
Well, everything else has worked fine up to this point. Okay, well, let me turn off the Blu-ray. Well, actually, I'll just leave it muted here. All right, can you send me the link to it?
Yeah.
I think I know the guy. I need to call him and send him a death threat.
And then, start all over here.
Yeah, we're gonna start all over with this episode.
Okay. There.
I'm gonna have to burn a copy of this episode on a disc so I can have it. Okay, just a sec here. Okay, are you ready?
Yep. And then for the break in between, I think it's right around 20 somewhere around 2045 mark on this video with it having 2 episodes on one video.
Yeah, we might as well just, you know what, use YouTube for this whole thing. I'm not gonna do the disc. Hey, fuck you. Thanks a lot, guy. Like I said, I think maybe a death threat's coming or something. Joking. I'm joking. Oh, all right. We ready?
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Up the screen here. I am Golden Bat.
What the hell?
What's wrong?
Quit stuffing your face.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a vampire, dude. Like they jump immediately to vampire.
No, it was the Mummy.
It should have been. Jeez. Dummy.
If monsters exist, then anything's possible. And now they've got a different office. And a different gal, too, it looks like.
Oh my gosh, I just had an awful theory come into mind.
Uh-oh.
So, what if on the actual set, I'm just going to say it this way, the female actresses were so poorly treated that they quit, and so they had to keep rehiring. Gee, thanks. It's cake.
Okay.
You don't know what a present's supposed to be.
Yeah. You're not supposed to tell someone when it's wrapped in the present.
See what I mean?
That does not look like cake.
Jody's an idiot. Dear God. Chekhov's cake.
Boy, this is a bit dull.
They love showing feet.
In inanimate objects too. Yeah, you haven't done pollution in a while.
I will say the thing that sucks about us doing that is I can barely make out some of what you're saying because I got to listen to the episode through my headphones as well.
Yeah, it's sort of hard to hear you. I'm going to blind you. What?
That's so dumb. So that's why they zoomed in on the half piece of cake. They're like, oh, it's gonna come back. And that's gonna get too much space. It sounds like the Micro Machines guy.
A division of Paw Patrol.
I wanted your help, but yet I was about to kill you too. Polluted blood? Don't you think maybe he's doing everyone a favor?
You know, I can't quite hear you.
I know.
The heck? You're my only hope.
You mean as a werewolf?
I don't know. Hey, that was a pootie tat.
For a brief second, I thought you had said something else. Every other word he's talking. It's as if the Spectreman series got thrown into a vampire movie.
Yeah. Like, dude, why did you even bother to come down when you were not even well?
Yeah.
Funny is like you see him driving, then he just hits the telephone pole. That's a pretty good looking gal there.
I'd like to move in with you.
You know, I'm just gonna take this from you. Isn't that the one guy who plays as the scientist a few episodes ago?
I think he was. Yeah, he looks familiar. Maybe a bit grayer.
Yeah.
With the Jeep.
He keeps reincarnating. I'll go say hi to her.
Tell her hi from you, please.
Because she wants to.
Maybe they should call the vampire Qdoba.
Yeah. Oh, my leg. Boy, he's quite the peeping Tom. It just leaves a cross.
I do like this vampire though.
A vampire alien.
You're the one who suggested at the beginning of the episode, idiot. It's kind of like he puts ideas into people's heads and then later calls them dumb. Hey, look, it must be vampires. Vampires, duh, dude.
And like I said earlier in the episodes, like if you believe in monsters and anything's possible. More unusual effects right there.
Ooh,
Come on.
the director of this episode really just loves to show you a bunch of filler shots.
Yeah.
Darn it, there's bad disability. Is that what he said?
Invisibility.
Oh, visibility. Oh, visibility. Like, what?
But yet they can see.
I know. Figure that out. This almost reminds me of those Dragon Ball Z episodes where Goku and the villain of the hour were giving these long monologues to each other.
Yeah.
Ah, Kakarot.
Carrot cake.
My only weakness, huh?
Yeah, Virginia.
Vegetables. They think they're being so cool with my upside down water shower. They're using music now to replace the water.
What the heck?
Oh my gosh. It's almost like a clip got cut out again.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. All right, we're just about done here.
It's a lot of sound effects and music this episode is.
That's just a laugh. All right. So that is it for episode 44 there.
All right, so I think I got it up here on my TV, so that way.
Yeah, so it should be right around the 2048 mark.
Yeah, like it's on this one, it says 2050 or whatever, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so I got it. So I'll watch it via the TV. Yeah, so it almost seems as if there was a different director for the first time in this series because, like I was saying a couple minutes ago, there's a lot of filler shots and a lot of shots of people walking with their feet, just sound effects, music. Not all. I mean, there's stuff going on, but at the same time, there isn't because there's a lot of just shots that linger longer than they should, and some of them don't lead up to much of anything.
It seems to be sort of the trend recently. It's not just this episode or the last episode. It seems to be sort of that way for the last several episodes. That it seems to, like, I'm starting to realize that things are getting to be a bit of a bore or dullish in a way.
Yeah,
like
it's
there's really not much going on or really anything that's piquing my interest in a way, or like nothing's really at stake much. Like they're just sort of there and the monster or creature is just there. In that regard, granted, yeah, this vampire creature,
Dora.
yeah, Qdora it's a pretty interesting concept in a way, but a bit odd looking in a way. But yeah, it's like now I'm starting realizing that there's a sort of a trend going on the last several episodes. I sort of ignored it for a while, but then it's like, it's starting to become a bit more dullish and a bit boring in a way. It's like, not sure what the heck is going on. Not sure if they're starting to run out of ideas on particular aspects of the story. Because, like, recently now, you're not getting to see much of Dr. Gory or Karas until maybe like later in the second part of a story like what we've seen in the previous episode where that was a two-parter.
You think Eudora is Karas again? We're going to assume he is.
I wouldn't mind it. Like what I mentioned about in our review for the previous episodes, like, we didn't get to see Karas or Dr. Gory in one of the other episodes, like in that Sphinx one, until they revealed themselves in the second part. So, like I said, I wouldn't be a bit surprised at this point if it turns out to be one of them.
Yeah, this one had a lot of potential because I liked the look of this Qdora because it is kind of creepy. But again, just dull filler parts, a lot of unnecessary shots that don't lead up to much of anything. This is a pretentious director who thinks that he's putting together something that is incredibly artistic and groundbreaking. And all it is, it's pretentious BS that does nothing to advance the story much. And I'm disappointed in this, but I guess disappointment and Spectreman go hand in hand. But I was hoping for more. I'm not expecting high art here. I'm not saying that, but I was hoping for just more action, just more progression of this storyline, and we're not getting that. And instead, we get a Hideaki Anno Shinji Higuchi moment here with this director, and I'm disappointed by it. I'm gonna give this just an ever so slightly higher grade than the last episode, just because I like Qdora and I like this kaiju or vampire, whatever we want to call this thing. So I'm giving it a C.
Yeah, that was sort of the same grade I'm gonna be going with, like I did with the previous episode. I'm gonna go with the C on this one here too, but I think for the next episode, I'm probably going to go into it with very low expectations, and probably it's going to be the same outcome where it's just a bit boorish and dull here too. And then, of course, like in the previous episode, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this vampire is going to turn, for whatever reason, going to turn out to be either Karas or Dr. Gory. Probably mostly Karas.
Here's the thing. Like, I sort of slightly gave this episode a very small pass just because I like Qdora. But this episode 45 has to make up for the shortcomings of this episode 44. And if it doesn't deliver, I'm going to be more harsh on 45. So we'll find out if that's the case. So Are we ready to start?
Yep, I'm right there on would you say what mark you were on?
I'm on 2050. That's where I was able to get it to pause.
All right, I'm right there on 2050.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Oh my God.
And you didn't believe in the vampires.
Oh, stupid. Oh.
Yeah, you're one of the worst.
The show is one of the worst. Bravo. Bravo.
It was me, Karas, the whole time.
What the? That's some weird S&M shit right there. Of course it's the old dude.
Always has and always will be.
How can we be lovers if we can't be happy friends?
Oh, you can just get out of there easily.
That'd be funny if he staked her anyway.
Be gone, you!
Like, he gets so paranoid that everyone's a vampire. He just starts going around everybody he runs into. He starts staking them.
And then he also has backup holy water in a flask.
And then he occasionally, for a job well done, takes a swig from his flask. Like, that woman just walks by, doesn't like even look at him or suspect anything.
Yeah.
Yummy.
In my tummy. Yo, I'm surprised that he did not even see her right there when she was just out in the open. He's gone for good.
And then he's like, and sneaks up behind her and stakes her.
Oh, God. Make sure it doesn't burn.
Burn, baby, burn.
It's the space owl.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
You should have just killed him right there on the spot, and then we would have been done with the episode. See? There you go.
Only way.
You're right.
I mean, it's vampire lore, and that one dude was such an idiot because he's like, I didn't know they could fly. Just like, what's his name, Gondo from Biolane. All this intravenous is no good for you. Stick to smoking.
You would think it'd be the opposite.
Yeah, well, not in this guy's case.
Because in his case, he's a butt cheek that came out of his dumb mouth.
What? Wait a minute, what did he do?
I don't even have one.
He tried to stab him.
Yeah, but did he, like, freeze right before he stabbed him? What happened there?
No, it's like he stabbed him, and then he woke up, and then he's disappeared somehow.
Oh, dear Lord.
What?
Yeah.
This show refuses to follow simple rules, even its own rules.
Something worse than that.
Like I say, it doesn't follow its physics at all.
It's absolutely horrible. Okay, I guess I do have that much fingers.
Hope just found out she has 10 fingers.
Really? I thought she had 5.
Surprise. And that's one of the good surprises in life.
What is?
When you find out you have 10 fingers instead of 5.
And when you figure out whatever that tent, whatever that walking tent is. 17 minutes, 13 seconds.
We had some boo-boo moments.
Once you figure out
A
that
DVD part on my end wasn't working.
greatest part of life.
But see, the thing is they're mixing werewolf lore with this vampire.
I never knew you I could mix werewolf with
They
vampire.
probably don't even know, or they just got really confused.
Yeah, you go onto the set of Spectreman. You guys do realize that cycles of the full moon are what bring out werewolves, and this has nothing to do with vampires, right?
Like, what? What did you say?
Ow.
Ninja vampire.
Ninja alien vampire.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Yeah. Get it right, fool.
Chill out, dude.
How? We do mean chill out, dude. Happy Dude Day. This looks happy.
It's sped up.
This looks blurrier than
Just a tad bit. What the heck?
I mean, to some extent, it's a little bit more entertaining.
I keep throwing hips instead of thighs.
If it wasn't for you and your pesky dog.
Scrooby-Doo.
Oh, can you be quiet? Please.
You know, it kind of sounds like Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget.
I'll get you next time, Gadget.
Next time.
You think Frank Welker did the voice here?
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Anything is possible with Spectreman nowadays.
Everything is possible with Spectreman.
Traveling to the future, which you have no idea what that will be like. Step the wrong place, you're gonna be in
I'm so happy.
Like treating her like a little kid, even though she was fully grown.
Is this his daughter?
I think so.
Uh-oh. Going so fast it's giving me a headache.
It's trying to.
And by that I mean literally hope. Okay. So that's easy.
Gadget.
I thought he was laughing at Corn.
Next time. He's still alive? I thought he was dead.
Don't underestimate Space Owl here.
But yet you somehow lasted who knows how many days?
Probably for 2 months.
It's like, why didn't you leave when you had the chance?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have a whole lot of time there, Joji.
Yep.
You only got under 20 episodes left.
Why not send him back now and then deal with the vampire, you idiot? But no, I'm going to keep you here, let you asphyxiate some more, and then maybe, just maybe, I'll kill this vampire. And then if I succeed, then we'll take you back.
Just remember, Kent, it's Spectreman. He's as competent as the overlords here.
It's very apparent he never earned his GED.
Yeah. His space GED.
Yeah, the SGED. He doesn't like that. That'd be funny if the supervisor guy here, like, all of a sudden turns out to be like some great hero and like stands up and rips off his shirt and he's all jacked.
He actually turns out to be the Hulk all this time.
Or no, he's the Overlord in human form.
That'd be a plot twist right there.
You idiot. You keep your mouth shut in that moment.
Yeah. You stay where you are.
You froze him. He can't talk.
Yeah. I want to. I can't tell what this thing says.
It's station identification. They used to do that on TVs many years ago. Every second you waste, Joji, is a second that your owl friend is closer to death.
I like how he disappears with a cross.
That thing falls down like 10,000 steps just to break his arm.
Your friend may not have an hour.
May not even have 5 minutes.
Tick tock, tick tock.
Tick tock, motherfucker.
We need Samuel L. Jackson here.
Yeah.
Time is a wasting. You better hurry up now.
Yeah, get Samuel L. Jackson and then him doing the Dr. Gory hand gestures.
That would be like awesome casting. Spectreman starring Samuel L. Jackson. We just figured something out here.
Got something going here.
So he keeps going back to this guy, and it's like, just take a moment and send him home. Then go fight Qdora.
It's like this guy doesn't even have a mind of his own. He has the big orange caravan's mind, and we all know who that is.
See, look at what happened. Now he's probably dead. Probably doing him a favor because Joji ain't doing him any.
Yeah.
Joji's an awful person. He continues to let him asphyxiate.
Yeah, some friend he is.
Oh, well, look at what you did, Joji. Some friend you are.
What a...
Why'd you let the space owl get killed?
So, okay. And I just can't believe we didn't point this out when discussing the last episode. But it's sunlight out. And he's supposed to be a vampire.
Just remember, he's an alien.
I know, but I still. But see, look, all this other vampire lore stuff's working. The cross, the stake, but yet they're just going to be like, nah, we're going to forget the whole sun part.
Well, remember, too, they're also mixing the werewolf lore with this vampire.
Oh, for the love of God, Jason, this is just getting to be too much.
See what I mean? When it always comes to Spectreman, anything's possible these days.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
Hope just heard the guy say, knock him over, and so she knocked me over. It's like...
He just pulled out his teeth? Is that what he did?
Yeah, he did that with the space owl, too.
Explain. but his teeth are weapons. He grows back. No, explain. You don't know about nutrients.
Stab him in the eye. What the heck? Now it's just melted onto the cross. His teeth.
He turned his cross sword into a magnet, and yet somehow that attracts bone.
Yeah.
I can't tell what's going on.
They're fighting.
Yes, I know they're fighting, but exactly what they're doing, I can't tell.
They were bad. They were like, because it's a 1950s show that actually.
It's 1972.
Whatever. It looks blurrier than Super Bowl 20.
It's YouTube.
Hurt my nuts. You're watching.
You have no nuts.
You're watching this on YouTube, but you have a disc set, bro.
Yes, but the episode before this, there was no sound, so I decided to watch it via YouTube here.
Like there was no sound in the episode before this.
Yes.
Did he say Spectreman?
That's the porno version.
Damn, Hulk's fighting me. I'm never fighting. I'm the monster you expect, man.
Don't hack away at him. Stab him.
No, I'm the vampire. I'm the
Idiot.
You want to be the vampire?
See, you had an opportunity.
In this show, there is no opportunity. Now he's calling for rain.
Oh, wait, Hope, you're supposed to be sleeping.
It's like he kicked him in the nads.
Why isn't his hand burning while he's touching the
Yeah. Yeah. Something's happening there.
This vampire is stupid. What?
What is going on now?
Someone explain.
What just happened? It's like he just stabbed himself.
Yeah, I know. Why? Like, yeah, he got beat up, but it's not like he was on the verge of death or anything.
Well, and I know the space owl there had a prayer, but it just didn't seem like the prayers didn't force the vampire to stab himself.
Way to go, Joji.
Yeah.
But you'll forget.
It'll take a while because you're so preoccupied with doing things like grocery shopping and, you know, doing all this other stuff that you think is more important than saving a person's life.
And nudie clubs, that's pretty important too, you know.
They don't. All right.
Yep. That's it.
Thank God.
Oh man.
So let me start off by saying terrible. So many things that are so wrong. I mean, like we talked about, the lore for the vampires is wrong. Things are getting mixed up with werewolves.
Yeah.
Why the heck did Qdora kill himself? Joji is a very terrible individual because he didn't save Hoot Hoot. And I just... Again, I like the design of Qdora, but everything else is just, I can't go along with it. There's so much stupid. I can't go along with it. I don't understand why Qdora killed himself. Yeah, he got beat up a little bit and all that, but
Well, you had Hoot Hoot or Space Owl there had some kind of prayer, although he only just said strike him down with lightning, but didn't force him to stab himself or anything.
Yeah,
for that matter.
I know. And I can only go with so much stupid, and I can't do it now. And I have just decided, no, I'm not going to give it even the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving this episode an F.
Wow.
I can't do it.
Well, at least this episode wasn't as boorish or dull for that matter. It seemed like there were some interest or things going on this time around.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that in itself is just, it just didn't quite save it.
I just had reached my limit, and I got so frustrated with the rules and how they weren't following them, mixing them up, and decided to break them in episode as well. It's just maddening.
Well, at least we didn't get to see Karas and Dr. Gory this time
I guess
around.
that's true. Yeah, I guess one small plus. Okay, I'll change it from an F to an F.
F to an F.
It was an F here, now it's an F. So it moved up half a point, but it's still in F territory.
So F to an F plus? Is that what you're saying?
From an F to an F. You know how in school where it's okay, if you go from 50% to 55, it's an F. Well, this went from a 50 to a 51, but it's still an F territory.
Whatever. But for me, even though there's more things going on this time around, I'm still going to give this one a D for me.
All right. And do you have something to say about the actual episode or just to Jason?
Why is Spectreman?
Okay, hold on. I wanted to make sure first, because if you had something to just say to Jason, then we can wait till we're done. Okay, hold on here. Here's Lincoln with, I guess, some insight on Spectreman.
Why are the episodes so terrible? It's what is this?
It's the 70s. With
the 70s, I thought people were better at making movies in the 70s.
Well, it's just low budget stuff. They just didn't have quite the money.
That was brought to you by little children.
Yep.
You're a child now.
But yeah, so unless well, you got to do the housekeeping one last time, but otherwise, I hope once again we could provide some laughs for everybody.
Yeah, I hope so. So again, for the last time, if you see a subscribe button down below or above this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and as well as smash the like button. And if you have any comments regarding to episodes 43 through 45, make sure to have them down below the video, and you can find everything Daikaiju Network all in one place at our Linktree URL there /Daikaiju Network. And again, we're available on the video platforms such as YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, Facebook, and as well as X. And we're also available on the following audio platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, as well as Podbean. And you can find both video and audio versions of our episodes at our own website right there at DaikaijuNetwork.com.
And so if you have questions on Spectreman that you're posting, don't bother asking because we have no answers.
I'm afraid not.
We're just as confused as you are.
Yep. So again, thanks again. We will see you
Thanks
guys
for joining us
in a couple of weeks, not next Sunday. So
in 2 weeks.
Right around Halloween week. So
maybe there'll be a full blood moon then.
I suppose, but we'll see you guys next